Salutations, friends. It is I, said Stevie, and today I'm going to be doing a disassembly, a little bit of maintenance, and a bearing swap on my newly acquired Luft Concepts AVNT. This is my first new knife of 2023. I got it this past Saturday. I got this, and today's Wednesday. It hasn't left my pocket since I got it. I really, really, really enjoy this knife, but it's been a little quirky, if I'm being completely honest. And so was the micarta Avant when I got it. So out of the box, the action was actually really good. I did swap the lynch clip onto there already, replaced the wire clip that it came with. And I thought I would loosen the pivot slightly. Uh, it didn't, the action did not improve by doing that. So I dialed it back in, and it was fine. And then while I was driving down to where I was going, about a half hour worth of just flicking it, trying to break it in, it got really stiff to the point where like I almost couldn't open it. And it was definitely not the action that it was. Had my little Harbor Freight Torx bit on me. Noticed that the blade had come off center a little bit and tightened it, and it was fine. And then the pivot walked on me again. It's actually, I've had to retighten it a couple times. So at minimum, I need to probably Loctite this. But I also think we might find something once I get this open that is causing this, and we'll see. So without further ado, let's get into it. That's all T8. So basic beach, bit driver already has my T8 in there. I happen to have some 5mm skiffs, just what I think that's going to take. So minimalist hardware on this. I don't think I need to take off the pocket clip. We'll see, but I know that I need to take out this back screw here. I'm almost certain that this is all titanium hardware. And let's get the pivot off of there. I think I should probably just be able to lift this scale off now. Just a boot. Now let me get my Coca-Cola can out so I can... Coca-Cola can keeps everything organized. But yeah, I don't think I need to take the pivot or the pocket clip screw out. But maybe I do. Nope, I do not, in fact, need to take off the pocket clip. Or do I? Nope. This should be coming apart there. There goes one of the body screws. What's holding that together? Try to close it here. Pop it off. There it goes. I was just about to get my pry tool. Oh, I did drop a couple dabs of Nano-Oil in there as well. So it's definitely a little dirty. Definitely a little dirty. So we will clean that up. I want to pop that out of there just so I don't lose it. And yep, you can see there. Now, there goes my furnace, so sorry if that's an annoyance. But let me just do a little, what I call the boozy badass now. And whop it down. Shoulders, chest, pants, shoes. Give it a little bit of cleaning. Just some rubbing alcohol on my wiping pad is all I need to do there. It's not too dirty. But I'm going to pop this pivot out, actually. And I'm going to check something real quick after I wipe this down. Wipe me down. Uh, wipe off the scale here. I don't see any. Okay, those are washers in there. Okay. Got it. Noted. You see some discoloration on there. I wonder what that's from. You can see where it actually rubbed. I think that's from when I said it got pretty almost seized up. Looks like it definitely rubbed there. But also you see AVNT M390 on the inside of there. Is there any other hidden gems? This is number 61 of I don't know how many. These are actually currently sold out. There's going to be some exclusives dropping, I think, with E-knives. Okay, so here's what I think the problem might be. That's what the problem was with this knife. This screw, the untooled pivot screw that goes into the barrel is loose. It's not seated all the way. It's walked itself loose. I think the barrel is spinning slightly, causing the pivot to walk. So that's, I think, definitely part of the issue there. So I'm going to throw some thread locker on that. Yes, I use actual thread locker, not super glue. I'm patient. There's no signs of any thread locker on here, and I just use Loctite on a stick. I'm going to overdo it a little bit. I don't mind a little excess, so that is a D-shaped pivot, so it needs to go on this side. But I think that is a part of what the problem was. So that is tight. I could get my little pliers out, my little channel locks, but I'm not going to. I think that's going to do it. That's tight in there now. So I'm going to pop this back in. Does that, can it only go in one way? No. So I need to make sure that the, where does it capture? So the flat needs to be facing, it needs to be a true D. With the flat facing at 9 o'clock. That'll do it right there. Now it's reassembly time. So now I can put a couple dabs of Nano-Oil there. I'm gonna be certain that those are 5mm. These are 5mm 1/16 ball. 11 count skiffs that are going to drop right into there. I figure if I have it apart, I may as well put those in. Those out of the way. Drop that bearing in there. A little more oil. I run my knives a little wet, so I always overdo it, probably. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it is. This one, if I'm oh, no, never mind. I was going to say, one of the touches that they did to these, and you can see the only badging on these is right on the underside of the flipper tab. You see the Avant logo, which I think is done real nice. You can see on this side, they cut in a detent ramp. So they called, I call that the Mattifaction ramp now. You know, he's something of a knife modder himself. But I'm going to go ahead and lube the track there, lube that. I'm going to pop this on. No, first I'm going to get my Storp pin. Marty sucks, by the way. Sucks what? I don't know. Probably everything. Anything he can get his mouth on. Now that pivot looks like it needs to rotate slightly. do, and I'm not going to be able to rotate it unless I have the blade off. Now I can pop that back on there. Alright, so other bearing. A couple more dabs of lubrication. If you want to check out Nano-Oil, I'll leave my Amazon affiliate link if you want to check it out. I also got a KPL link in the description. This should now pop right back together. That pivot did not seat. Now it's seated. Is it? Is it seated all the way? Looks like it's sitting a little proud, so I don't think that it is. So, I'm going to pop this scale back off. The fit and finish on this is tight. Tolerances are tight. These want to, doesn't come apart super easy. So this is the pain in the ass with a D-shaped pivot, is that if it's not lined up perfectly, when you go to put things together, it causes some issues. Alright. That looks like it should be good. Let's see if we can... Alright, I'm struggling here, folks. Nope. It popped the pivot back out. See, it's not quite at where it needs to be. It's backed off, or it's over just slightly. Yep, I'm gonna have to pop it off and fight with this thing. Let me fight with this off camera. That literally took like 3 seconds. I didn't really have to fight with it. I just wasn't being patient. So I got everything snapped back into place. That pivot is back to flush. So let's put it back together, shall we? I'm going to go back to front with the body screws. I'm not going to snug everything down until I get to check out the pivot. And then I will Loctite it again. I'll probably end up Loctiting this pivot after I'm done dialing it in, because I'm going to be flipping it a bunch. And no need to take it all back apart or the pivot back out again to do that on camera. Well, that... What the hell? Pivot back off just a slight bit there. Centered. Ooh. Nope, not quite where it should be. Let's check the body screws, see if that's doing anything. I'm going to back those off just a hair. We are still centered. What's going on? Okay, we are off center now. Back on center. No blade play. There it is. Alright. That's how I want it. That's exactly how I want it. So, put the bearings back in this bag here so I can keep track of them. And I'll put everything back in the... it did come in a sweet... I like these beefier zipper cases, zipper pouches. It's just a single pocket. It came with a wiping cloth sticker. Here's the wire clip. I'm going to put the bearings back in there. And boom, there we go. Put my bit driver away. Do a little clean up here. Clean up, clean up. Everybody clean up. FedEx is here, and I think that means that a knife that I ordered is here. Spoiler alert, it's a Sharif Mangana's knife. I think that they're coming here anyway. Are they? Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh well. Alright, I'm not going to bother with them. Oh, they are. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Doing alright.
Good.
Is that for Stevie?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty. Appreciate it, brother.
Of course. Have a good day.
Yep. Alright. Yeah. That did come from China. So I will open that one later. But yeah, that's a Sharif Mangana's knife. It's the new drop of the Cube Veloce in S90V. I'll get to that in just a little bit. But back to the AVNT. This is dialed in perfectly. It feels even better than it did. I think just tightening down and Loctiting that pivot there. I haven't talked to Luft Concepts about that yet. But that's definitely, same thing happened on this one. So, and I did the same thing, and this one's been fine ever since. So, there you go. There's the Luft Concepts Avant in black micarta. This is the Luft Concepts AVNT in titanium with Zerk accents. So, identical on specs. They just updated the scales and the accents. So, I think both of these will hang around in the collection. I don't want to get rid of this. I like it so much, but I will absolutely carry this one more. I really, really like this knife. As I mentioned, they are sold out at the moment. I have Luft Concepts Instagram page pulled up here. Where is it? I think they said on one of their last, is it this one? Okay, they're doing one. Those have black coated blades with, it looks like Mokutai or Zerkutai or Timascus or whatever, pivot collars and backspacer. These are going to be E-Knives exclusive. So if you're looking for one of those, you can get them from E-Knives. I'll link Luft Concepts in the description. Looks like they had some more Ranger eye patches. And then they got a new, they just got some prototypes in of this, where is it at? Of this guy here, the RWB. That's an interesting looking knife. Here it is right there, the RWB. Not really my jam, but they're on to their next model, so good on them. That's got to be Jake. He does that little finger flip there. But yeah, not sure I'll get in on that one, but definitely interesting. But I am a fan of Luft Concepts. I really am. I think they do. They seem like cool dudes, and yeah. So I'm happy to support them. And again, this is considering it's my only knife that I've gotten in 2023. It's a contender for my top knife of 2023. Although that Veloce is going to give it its run for its money. So all right, it's a 20-minute video now. Sorry, folks, couldn't knock this one out fast. There you go, though. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Please, if you made it to this part in the video of watching all this, Don't forget to click the like button, give it a thumbs up, or I guess a thumbs down if you didn't like it. But if you do like it, give it the old clickaroonie with your mouse pad or your finger, whatever, how you're watching it. I don't need to tell you how to do it. And then if you haven't subscribed, you can do so right here. And then whatever that video might be, you can check that out and give that a like too. And until the next one, I bid you mofos, deuces.